name is Adriana. I'm 26 years old and I came here 3 years ago, 3 months perhaps, and I am a teacher of Spanish and English. I like sports a lot, extreme sports. I like to read, I like to be on the internet a lot. And what else? I like to play football. It was very cold, really cold, and I remember just wearing a very, tiny jacket. My friend was ready, gave me an extra big jacket, a coat. I got here and there was snow, so it was very beautiful to see. For a second, I thought it was very sad, a very sad country, but then I experienced a little bit more things as, I stayed here. I remember going to a store and wanting to pay with a bill of 50 zloty, and they just said, no, I'm not gonna sell you anything. You have to give me exact money, grosze and everything. And I couldn't buy food to eat because I didn't have exact money. So that was very surprising that till this day, they still expect, grosze and złoty. Not a big bill. But yeah, that was a surprising thing for me. Well, it's a very silly way to see it, but the movie Hostel, well, the movie had a big impact on me. And I know it's not real, but in a way, they portrayed, Europe and these little countries to be very aggressive towards women and, kidnapping and all this. But we have this in Mexico too. So I think it was more in my head since it happens in my country. First of all, the people. I was very surprised to see how welcome I felt when I came here, how everyone is so nice, so friendly that I was very shocked. And of course, the country itself. And I know I mentioned before that it was a bit sad, but it's a beautiful country. You have everything you want to do, from beach to mountains to anything you desire. Very beautiful country. I don't think I target all the Polish community. I think it's just I gotta say, the fans of football. They are very aggressive, and I'm actually always scared to be walking on the streets when there's a game happening. So I think that's the only thing that they really take football with the heart. In my eyes, they're very aggressive towards people. And I don't know, I've experienced this in my country too. They're very, hot-blooded and, they do many bad things while the games are happening. But I could mention one more, driving. The driving here, it's just terrible. I just don't know what's happening. Everyone's driving so fast. Everyone's so angry when they're driving. It's like, you meet them and it's one person and then they're in their car and that's a different person driving. So that's about it. When I first came here, my skin, from the sun in Mexico was very dark. Very, very dark. So I got actually onto the bus and everyone's eyes were on me. So I felt like I was an alien. I was very nervous and, all the stories that people are, hostile and all this. Well, I felt like they were gonna attack me. But then, time went by and they just told me, my students said that it happens because I'm a person that doesn't go on the same bus like everyone else all the time. So it was a new face, new something, but not my skin. So it was very refreshing for me, yes. But till this day, I find it funny how scared I was for being looked at. Joanna Krupa, the model, which I think it's a beautiful woman and very talented. Such pity that she doesn't speak her own language. Oh, and the other one, Mariusz Pudzianowski, which, I don't know, he's known everywhere. The strongest man in the world. I always enjoyed watching these shows of, this man competing, and he was always the winner. I always knew he was gonna win. And now he's doing kickboxing, which he's good at it, I guess. And of course, you have your writers and many people that I could mention, but these two people probably. I think there's completely different types of Polish men. You have the sports, the business, the trendy, you have everything, every type of men. But overall, I think they're gentlemen. Till this day, I think majority of the men that I have met, they have really good background. It doesn't matter what style, anything. I think they're very respectful. Of course, they're good looking. They're very good looking. Those blue eyes and blonde hair, fair skin, very nice. And I don't know. I enjoy being here a lot. Well, one thing in particular that made me really surprised and amazed is that they leave one empty seating with a plate and everything for whoever comes and knocks on your door. For Christmas, we have a longer way of celebrating. We start 9 weeks before, and we do a culture thing called posadas. We don't have Santa Claus. We have Niñito Dios, which is little God, which is the one that brings our presents. I love now Polish food, but when I first got here, coming from Mexico, we have a lot of spicy food, a lot of spices. So when I first came here, I was in a shock pretty much because the food was very bland for me. Not bad, just very simple. So my mom had to send me from Mexico boxes of hot sauce and spices and everything, so I had to put on every of my food. But now I really enjoy eating, especially gołąbki. Gołąbki is my favorite, and like everyone else, pierogi. 2010 was the year for Mexico to win, finally, the Miss Universe. And this girl, she's from the same city that I am from, which is Guadalajara, and in Jalisco. And very proud that finally the beauty of Mexico was known. And she has done a lot for her country. She's been doing a lot of charity work. It's very hard to get outside Mexico if you're not either intelligent or pretty, sadly. And most of the time is pretty that gets out. So I'm so proud that this woman, she's intelligent and is doing a lot for her country and other. Pozdrawiam internatów Wirtualnie Polski. Hola a todos, espero hayan disfrutado de esta entrevista y muchos besos para todos. Hasta luego.